So today's launches and landings video is going to be on the Econfina River. Now I've asked a lot of people how to pronounce that. I get Econfina, Econfina. Econfina seems to be the most common that I get down in this area. And I know that there are launches and recreational areas upstream from here. But today we're going to start at the Williford Spring recreation area and work down. So there's only going to be a couple of landings here and a lot of really nice recreational areas and parks that you're able to use. And all the parks, the launches, the recoveries, everything is all free here. Now, these gates are open from 8 a.m. to sunset. And down at the pit spring, there is a separate launch. I'll show you that when we get down there. It's a separate launch in case you show up earlier or later than what the gate is open. And there is an outside parking area there at Pit Spring also. Here are some of the nearby recreational sites. Now, these don't seem to include any of the ones downstream from here, and the ones downstream from here I will include on this video. But I see several of them that look like they're upstream from here, including the Devil's Hole, Seashell Landing, the Walsingham Park, and then this is Williford Spring where we're at. There's a blue spring on the other side of the creek going up. I think all of these are on the other side of the creek, it looks like. But this is where we're at now, and we're going to cover down to here today. So this is the launch here at Williford Springs. Now, if you have wheels on your kayak, down the boardwalk from the spring to here is probably at least a couple of 100 yards. It is a long trek from the spring. Now right here is where the spring empties into the Econfina, and like I said before, it's blocked up there. There's deadfall across the channel, and you can't get into it. And it looks like even if there wasn't deadfall, looking at that sign right there, I think if there wasn't deadfall, they would block it off. And as the sign says, use dock to access spring, protect your springs. So they don't want boats and whatnot up into the spring. I suppose it damages the wall of the spring or something, I don't know. I spoke with one of the park employees as I arrived here and started down the boardwalk, and she was a super helpful lady and told me a lot about the area and about the springs that I didn't know, including some stuff that I actually saw yesterday and didn't know about. So this is the Williford Springs or Williford Spring recreational area. You see it's got pavilions with picnic tables. There's a bathroom with composting toilets. Got boardwalks come through. The spring is actually down off that way. But real nice recreational area. There's trails here. I'm walking back out towards the parking area now. And if, you know, I mean, besides being accessible from road to the parking area here, there is also a nature trail boardwalk that goes all the way down to Pit Spring. Right outside the gate is another gate that actually goes to a canoe livery. So if you wanted to rent a canoe, and I don't know, he may have kayaks too, but you can rent, and he has a launch right on the creek there. So this is the Sylvan Spring recreational area, and as near as I can tell, pretty much what it consists of is what you see right here is a parking area, a couple of signs, and a trail. And now this trail is very much an unimproved trail. It's graveled, but it's not widened, and if you're going to take a kayak or a canoe down here, I don't even know if you can launch from the spring and get into the creek or not. But there is a spring down at this trail. It shows it on the map there. This whole recreational area, or this part of the recreational area, is much less improved than Pitt Spring and Williford Spring. And I don't know if they just haven't gotten to this yet, or if it's just not worth the time and trouble. So this is Sylvan Spring. This area, they have pavilions, picnic tables, park grills. Didn't cost anything to get into here. There is a farther up the hill there is a bathroom there. They have a composting toilet. And then if you've got wheels to get from the parking area down to here, you can just slide your kayak straight down the ramp here and into the water. And then from here, right down maybe a couple hundred yards downstream, it looks like I can see the Highway 20 canoe launch there, or the public launch right there on Highway 20. And then from there on down to the 388 launch right outside of Youngstown. This parking area, and there's overflow parking right out on Highway 20, right at the gate that comes down. The gate here is supposed to be opened at 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll stay open till sunset. And this little park, like I said, has picnic tables, park grills, pavilions. There is a swimming area right in the spring there, and just places to sit and enjoy. Very pretty, nicely kept place. This is Pitt Spring. Okay, this is the canoe launch on the Econfina, just off of Highway 20. You can see right there, that's the Highway 20 bridge crossing the creek. And this is the launch. You'll need wheels to get from the drop point up there. It's probably, I don't know, what's that, maybe 150, 200 feet down to here. Get down to here, these steps are high density polyethylene steps, either HDPE or fiberglass, but from here you can slide your kayak down the steps and into the water. And I don't know if you can see on camera how glass clear that water is, but even in places where it's 6 and 8, 10 feet deep, you can see bottom just clear as day. And just upstream from here, where you see the other dock there, is Pitt Spring. And we'll walk back up here and I'll show you the drop point and then the parking area. So this is the launch and recovery. This little road is one way. It comes in off of the parking area from up there. You come down here, launch or recover, and then back out through the parking area to the road. And looking back down toward the creek, you see why I said you would need wheels to get down there, unless you have a really light kayak or something, you just want to carry it down. There is a portalet right there, so you can take care of that before you head out or when you get in. And I'll show you the parking area here. Okay, so this is the parking area, and you see there's a fair amount of parking here. Certainly not unlimited, but more so than at the takeout on this creek. Again, this is Highway 20 right here. Highway 77 is like 8 miles down the road that way. So you pull into here, right there is the road that goes down to the actual launch site. You launch, come around, and then back out. You come out right here and park, or get in a shuttle vehicle, leave. It's the exit for the launch site anyway. And again, it's a one-way road, so you can only go in down here, you come out here. So this is the public canoe and kayak launch on the Econfina here in Bay County. It's maintained by Bay County. It's not a paved ramp, but it is an improved dirt ramp, hard packed sand, so there's a lot of boat traffic that launches in and out of here. Now, from what I understand, talking to some people that have been here a lot, is that in the summertime on the weekend, if you're coming here to launch or recover, you either need to just come with a shuttle vehicle or be here real early, because there is a tremendous amount of vehicular and boat traffic in and out of here. There is some parking, but it's fairly limited, and you can see up here how it would get busy real quick and get hard to get in and out. We're just a little ways out of Youngtown. I'll go from here into Youngtown and mention that now. My understanding on this ramp is that this is the pretty much the takeout. From here, if you go downstream from this point, you go down into Deer Point Lake, and I suppose there's a public ramp or two there, and then if you know somebody that has a private landing there, that's where you would go. But this is pretty much the end of the trail from here.